I want to go from that to this. CeeDee Lamb is going to wear 88 for my Dallas Cowboys, and I can't hold it. Look, he going to wear the Dez Bryant. He going to wear the Mike Irvin. He going to wear the Drew Pearson. I'm so here for this. Like, all of a sudden, the Cowboys have made me very happy. You know, it's like, hey, RJ, Dak ain't signed yet. He gonna sign, he franchise, it's fine. He gonna get his money, he gonna get paid. Zeke in the backfield. Michael Gallup in the slot. Amari Cooper over here, he can also play in the slot. Jalen Smith at the linebacker. Leighton Van Der Esch at the linebacker. Trayvon Diggs at the cornerback. Neville Gallimore and Gerald McCoy in the middle. How about them Cowboys? We them boys finna take over. That's all I'm saying. We finna take over. This the year, baby. This the year. CeeDee is wearing the 88. They gave him the 88. I can't believe they let him wear the 88. Because, you know, the rumor was CeeDee was going to wear the 10. All right? And okay, fine. You going to wear the Tavon Austin? Whatever. I'll let it go. It's 10, you know, couldn't get the deuce. I understand that. But you going to wear the 88. That mean they putting the franchise on you, dog. I'm so excited about this. And also gets back to what I said earlier about Will McClay and Jared Jones and Stephen Jones and Mike McCarthy. And Mike McCarthy went up to Will McClay and he said, forget about drafting for my system. Draft players. Players over system. I will make the system fit the players. Made me so excited. And you got to remember, McClay has basically been running the draft for the Cowboys since 2014. Okay? And he's been under the thumb of the Ginger Clapper. Okay? Jason Garrett, who would love nothing more than the punt on 3rd and long. And now we got a guy who trained up Aaron Rodgers, who made it work with Devontae Adams in parts, and got run off by a spoiled brat wearing 12 in Green Bay. Took a year off, watched a lot of film, held these meetings at 6 a.m. with potential staff members, and then got this job that is a Yankees job, being the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, and he was so overwhelmed when Jerry Jones told him what he was going to be doing. And I'm sure that Jerry took out to Johnny Walker, the good stuff, the stuff none of us can afford, and they got drunk, and they got sloppy, and they had him a good time, because that's how Jerry gets down. You know what I mean? So you're looking through this draft, and Mike McCarthy was very clear about CeeDee Lamb. I think he is a natural fit for how we want to play offense. He is dynamic with the ball in his hands. I really enjoy the way he goes after the football. McClay, director of player personnel. This is bad. There is a position of need, and there's the best player available. You are always going into the draft thinking about your needs, but wanting to get the best player available. I think coming through the process, it kind of shows that that's the case with CeeDee coming to us. He was the best player available. They went and got a corner with number one capabilities, even as people wanted to dog on Trayvon Diggs. Y'all dogging him because y'all didn't get him. And what they said about Neville Gallimore, I really love, because McCarthy's an offensive guy. But even he said the film, the first thing you see is sideline to sideline speed for a guy his size. And his pursuit and his ability to penetrate, very good fit for the defensive line room. But Clay actually hit it a little bit harder, saying, you got to get after the quarterback. You got to able to play in space. So Gallimore, when you have a 300-pounder that has that athleticism, that runs as fast as some quarterbacks, that makes your defense faster. That makes your defense athletic. Talk well about Reggie Robinson. Look at Gillespie in his first year. Look, you got McCarthy, again, who is scheming against defensive backs, saying, I remember the first time I watched tape on him at Tulsa. And you are wondering, why is he not part of the conversation with other top cornerbacks up there in the first 2 rounds? Aaron Fletcher, put that one in your back pocket. Take that one on your recruiting trail right there. McClay followed up in a league that's throwing the ball 65% of the time, and receivers are getting bigger and faster and stronger. We felt like we needed new things, that were going to be able to do some new things, that were going to need corners that love press coverage and can work in press coverage and like press man. We felt that this was a good draft at the top 4 rounds for big, long corners. There's actually some great still shots of teams basically going with one wide receiver to the field, right, and trying to bring the rest of their personnel to the weak side of the field. And Reggie Robinson is down there in press man saying, I want this. I want all of this. And then Tyler Biadasz is just there. That's another style of player where it's the best player available in the 4th round. McClay said, as we found out with Travis Frederick a couple years ago, you never know what's going to happen. You want to be best prepared for what is possible. What's a better way to do that than to get a guy that fits all of your criteria? High return on our investment, because Tyler Biadasz was one of the best centers in college football last year, and particularly coming out of Wisconsin where they grow, offensive linemen like they brew beer. Just great. And then Bradley and I was there late. They went with Ben DiNucci down there from James Madison late. McCarthy said he reminds him of Mark Bolger. And I'm going, oh, okay. Well, if you think that, he better make this team, because Mason Fine is still out there in the wind, and I would have loved to have seen him. But McClay is the MVP of this draft. The Dallas Cowboys put together the best draft in my lifetime, perhaps the best draft since Jimmy Johnson went in there and made it happen so many years ago. I'm so excited about this, man. And to get this kind of draft during this pandemic, during a time where you can't go to pro days, where you can't physically work people out, where you have to rely heavily on what you see on film, what coaches tell you, and what you believe from your scouting department, such a huge win for them. Huge win. I'm so excited. Mayberry, we coming for everything this year. Tell John Gruden and Mike Mayock I said so. Tell them we coming for everything they know and love. You ready for us, Vegas? You ready?